Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we're continuing the World of Warcraft Hardcore series with Syken Burns, our nice little evil warlock. We have trained some more, put all of the unnecessary stuff in the bank, and it is time for, you guessed it, Strength 4 Veil, because there's still quests to do. One of which is kill quite a few of these sale guys in order to get NI, which is a rare drop, so might as well do that. And we're going to go to Alcaris by the bundle, which is Naga killing. So that's what's going to happen immediately. In the medium term though, we're going to move in and actually would want to kill that giant crocodile here, Elder Crocodile. Then we're going to get a couple of water elemental bracers, and whenever we are getting a partner, I would want to do Colonel Curzon as well. Don't forget the key and the fuel regulator blueprints. Let's just double check. Is there a timer on this quest? No, there is not. Okay, so
that's still recharging.
Last time I must have abandoned it for whatever reason. Alright, so I'll fast forward the blood sale guys, because we've seen those quite often. But we haven't seen the Nagas yet, so that'll be interesting.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah, putting Curse of Tongues onto this guy is absolutely valuable because the fireballs are just hitting too hard. Good, fast forward for you. None of these guys have dropped the ice, but like I said, it's a rare drop, so we're not going to see much of anything happening there. I'm just killing them because they are in the way, and if the eye happens to drop, then great. If not a problem either. After this guy here is down, well, these guys, there's another one.
That spell isn't ready yet.
We're finally at the Naga's place. Which is our target, so let's fast forward until then. And there we go, time for the Nagas. They are straightforward, they only got Rend and a couple of just normal strikes. There's the mage here helping us, competing for the pulse, however you want to look at it. Interesting, I didn't know that they go up all the way to level 44. You can see, by the way, mage is higher level than we are. You can see side by side the clearing speed. Which is an interesting thought experiment. He does have higher level spells than I do, and they are not orange for him. And I kill about 50% faster with the pet. And I wasn't even starting with full mana.
My mana is low.
So I very much remember how it felt with the mage to always need to sit down after each pull. If you're lucky, after 2 or 3 pulls, because you always wanted to have a couple of cooldowns just in case things were not going well. With the Warlock it's a bit different because you still have cooldowns, and since your health is also your mana pool to a degree, things are just different. In terms of single target killing, the Warlock I think is the fastest that I've played so far, just because your A is relatively easy to pull off, and B, there's just so much sustain in what the
I
Warlock
need
is
to
doing.
target something first.
That clam meat
That's
will
still
be
recharging.
great for the next food quest. In order to get cooking to level 300, you need to bring a lot of ingredients, and that definitely are some of those. A little bit more that we also saw from events, likely. But yeah, that zesty clam meat, that and Alderac cheese are the easy things to gain. Then I think it's another 20-ish food, if I'm not mistaken, as in eggs. So we'll need to kill a lot of enemies. Oh yeah, and one other difference before we're fast forwarding the rest of the Nagas, one other difference between the mage and the Warlock is due to innate spell penetration on the affliction tree.
That's still recharging.
I really don't have a problem with orange mobs. I'm still not doing them regularly because it is too dangerous to get too many ads. But regularly, when enemies were orange, I just didn't touch them with the
I
mage.
can't pass that yet.
Just because the amount of resists that we were getting were too high. Good. I think that's a good fast forward point. We got like what, 2 out of 10, so I'll stay here for a little bit longer. Nagas are officially done, so we don't need anything anymore. Arcus Reed is good. I am contemplating to do the swashbucklers here. Number one, that helps with the quest the Buccaneers themselves, but number two, it also has a chance to drop that stupid eye that we're looking for, so that would be good to get rid of it, or to basically get both of the quests in one go, to hit 2 birds with 1 stone, as they say. I think that would actually be a good idea. So we're going to go over here, do the beach one, although it is a little bit higher level. These guys are level 4, but they are basically still barely in level range, so that'll be okay. Elite Crocodile Island, both of those would be next. Alright, so here we don't need the raiders, we need the buccaneers, the swashbucklers, sorry. And I think there are plenty of swashbucklers alongside the shore here. That'd be interesting. Warlock versus Warlock.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
The imps themselves really should be concern for us. Just dotted him and he died. But we don't need these guys, we need swashbucklers. So, fast forward until we fought a little bit more. Good, we already killed a few of the swashbucklers. The biggest problem is now to get to the orders here. Plenty of enemies. I absolutely do not like what I'm seeing. How many are we going to pull? That's like one extra.
I can't cast that yet.
Good. This guy here needs to be feared.
That spell isn't ready yet. It's too far away. I need to be closer. That's still recharging.
Whilst we are getting this guy down, let's hope the other one is not triggering or pulling red. Answer so far is no. Voidwalker is still in an okay spot.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, and effectively we've fought against 3 because these summoners do not only nuke super hard, which is why they are the 6th deadliest enemy here. They also got a pet, which nukes very, very hard. Okay, not cool. I think the next one is another double. Yep, it's another double. Hate it.
I need to be closer.
Just trying to kite these guys.
It's too far away.
Extending the leash always just a little bit.
I can't cast that yet.
Unfortunately, my Voidwalker was too far. And I didn't have Fell Domination up.
I don't like this place.
Killed both of the pets. Should have potentially sent the Voidwalker onto one of them just to keep them busy. These Warlocks are really
That spell
nasty,
isn't ready
man.
yet. That's still recharging.
Look at the amount of damage that's
I
incoming.
can't cast that yet.
So the pet is going to easily die. But despite Curse of Tongues, the Voidwalker takes like 50% damage just from all of the nukes. And they aren't even casting the entire breaks in between. Respawn is happening, of course, is not great for us. It means we will need to figure out a way to get the respawn.
That's still recharging.
Don't have the luxury to just fear him. That would take too long. I'll just
I can't cast that yet.
face him, kill him, and then we can get to those lands. All the while, we still don't have that stupid drop quest. Yeah, they just resummoned their demons. That is unlucky. Also can't send the demon in. That would be a problem because then we have 3 of them, which is not going to work out. So plan is we will focus one of these guys and kite the other one. Shadow Ward precast.
That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Banish this guy.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Kill this guy.
I'm out of range.
Another banish. Let's regain health as much as we can. Another fear. No, don't pull another
That
one.
spell isn't ready yet.
Alright, we pulled another one, fantastic. Which means I'll take the safe route.
That's still recharging.
Another Shadow Ward. Another Banish. Curse of Tongues.
I can't cast that yet. That spell
Of course.
isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Fantastic. Good. Another Banish. These guys are just absolutely ass. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Zero fun. I used all of the cooldowns just to get 2 of them down.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay, well, yeah. Suppose that is how Warlock versus double Warlock is played. We used health, so I mean, granted, I still had a potion left over, but I would never just go into a fight and plan to use a potion as part of the fight. That would just be a bad plan. So, there was still an additional cushion left over, but we used sacrifice, we used healthstone. And we're still alright. Before something else respawns, we are saying thank you, taking the orders.
That's still recharging.
I think the only thing left now is swashbuckler killing. That's the guy that respawns, not a swashbuckler, but another warlock. How could it be any different? Okay, let's get the last 3 swashbucklers and be gone here. Alright, so we're done. We have killed all of the swashbucklers, and funnily enough, the eye actually dropped. So we got the eye crest, we got the reed that we can trade in, we got the battle orders, and we got the swashbucklers quest. I think 3 or 4 is what we can trade in now. And all in all, we got 20% of experience through grinding. Stranglezone, I'm telling you, is grinder's paradise. We do have a strong class, and the Warlock certainly is one that is incredibly strong with grinding. There is no denying that Stranglethorn is the place to be, because you can grind at your heart's content, and at the same time you get quests done. So it's win-win. Cool. Let's trade in. Get this stuff done. I think one is up here. Now that's the Master Gnome Engineer. One is up here. Exactly, that's the Swashbuckler one.
Need help?
No, that's
Go with
Dizzy's
honor,
Eye.
friend.
Sorry. What kind of cloak did we get? That's not too bad. I like that extra stamina. Although it has a little bit less stats for us in terms of intelligence, I like the extra stamina. Just a few more hit points.
Greetings for the Alliance.
That's the Naga quest. Spirit and fire spells. Well, if we would be destruction spec, I'll actually go for it. It's not a bad belt at all. It's not a bad belt at all. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, but for an immolate, it just isn't good
How
enough.
may I aid you? Be careful. Farewell. Goodbye.
Good. Is there any other quest that we have completed? No. We're pretty much done with trading in. So next up, we are... Yeah, we're not going to do that boat quest yet. That would be suicidal. Next up, we're going to go up here and are killing the crocodile, etc, etc. Alrighty, so I grabbed a couple of world buffs, which you can see here, and figured I need to trade in a quest anyway, so traded in the quest from Scarlet Monastery, and since we're anyways near, there are a couple more quests here, level 37 quests, which I can still barely do. Soon though, they will be very much great for us. So instead of just ignoring them and doing them at a later stage, not doing them at a later stage, and having too little to do in Stranglethorn Vale, I figured, how about we're putting that in as a little snack. There is also pretty good herbalism options down here. Life root in particular is good around this area here. So we should be fine doing all of those, and there is no, to my knowledge, no other quest. There are a couple of elite quests afterwards, but we're not going to do those. So buckle up, Buttercup, as we are going in for another round of trolls. This time in Arathi. We're afterwards going to teleport back to Booty Bay and are finishing the job there. I'll just pick out those trolls that do have a sufficient enough level.
That's still recharging.
And we'll ignore the others. Against green mobs,
I can't pass that yet.
things are not that difficult.
That spell isn't ready yet.
But that's okay, we're going to go into a cave in a second. And we'll need plenty of the tusks of these guys. They're still giving a little bit of experience, so we're fine. And like I said, there is a pretty decent herbalism point in and around here. So I'll fast forward until we are at the beginning of the cave, because that is where the rubber hits the road. Good. We are at the entrance, and it's going to be an interesting cave,
That spell isn't ready yet.
because we will need to fight our way through quite a few enemies. Gonna get tusks, a shadow knife, and medicine pouches, if I'm not mistaken. These witch doctors are dropping the medicine pouches, shadow hunters are dropping the knives, and tusks can be dropped by anybody, really. These guys are barely in XP range, which is good. You should not underestimate them, though.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
With world buffs, my health regeneration is really, really good. Only thing missing at this point would be a troll blood potion.
I can't cast that yet.
Would be fitting to use that here. I think I don't even... No, I do have a necklace slot.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Might want to drink up, because I am surprisingly low on mana here. Let's do this. And we're also going to use some stat food, just in case. Might be overkill, but better be safe than sorry. There are the Shadow Hunters. They do have Silence and Shadow Word Pain. So, pretty nasty abilities. But I think due to the level difference here, we should mostly be fine. As you can see, though, some of the camps, like the one to the left, are densely populated, so...
That's still recharging.
A couple of double pulls are the norm, not the exception. But after we fought these stupid buccaneers with all of their pets, I don't mind this sloppy double pull here compared to two warlocks of the buccaneers.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Good, we're getting this guy down first. Quickly nuking them. Yeah, and Charnock doesn't take that much damage, so I think we're fine. Is what he said, until another headhunter added. I'll take this one. Charnock takes the other side. Just a classical life leech here. And that's 3 dead trolls. Good job. So, there's the shadow knife, so we only need medicine pouches now. There's yet another shadow knife.
I can't cast that yet.
And I'm almost certain that we can get the medicine pouches outside, so why risk it? Let's get a couple of medicine pouches outside and call it a day. I'll fast forward that for you guys, as I am sure that's not as exciting outside. We're already done with the cave. Good, we're done with all of the trolls. Got some herbs out of this whole endeavor, and we most certainly got a quest done. That's a nice one. I partially regret not finishing it a bit earlier, But it's okay, we will get it now. Now it's time for the Prince's Trap and also the Lesser Bloodstone Ore, both of which we can get up here. We just need to make sure that we're not running into the Horde camp. So once all of that is done, we're just trading it in, and then we're back on our way to Booty Bay. That's really it. Good, we're arriving. Let's directly jump into the action, shall we? So these kobolds aren't individually particularly strong, but collectively they are an absolute menace. Because they tend to run away. With them running away, you also get into all sorts of unnecessary trouble. Of course, Curse of Recklessness can help with that. We need to get 12 motes off of them, and that's not even a guaranteed drop. However, there are so many of them that the motes really shouldn't be a big problem.
That spell isn't ready yet.
They are barely at the right level for us, so we over-level this area by quite a bit, but they still give us XP, which is good. And if I just stop them up hard enough, we shouldn't have a problem. So the big challenge here is that effectively from this point onward, you're no longer able to just run. This here is already a cave, although it is outdoors, because if you ever need to run back, you're running through all of the kobolds. And they are surprisingly good at chasing people, and surprisingly good at running away.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that.
Both of which is not a very nice combination. But since we are quite over leveled, I really don't fear them as much. We can take 2, even 3 of them without drawing a lot of cooldowns.
That's still recharging.
And to be fair, they don't have a lot of special abilities either. So that's one thing that they don't have. There we go, double pull.
I can't cast that.
And with our life drain combo, our mana still remains somewhat neutral / positive when fighting these guys. Sharnak is only down to 50% after tanking 2, and he regains his hit points very fast. So
That's still recharging.
yeah, I'll continue to just triple dot these guys, and we should be fine. Good, Sharnak is dropping slightly low, so I think small health break for him is due afterwards. And deep inside of this cave we get the lesser blood ore, which we will need to harvest.
My mana is low.
There we go. Sharnak is regenerating.
Still recharging.
We can easily tank one of these guys. Lose about 10% health. That's acceptable. We're going to regenerate that. And Charnock is back to full. So, are we going into the cave? I think this one will be less interesting. So I'll just fast forward it because we are so over leveled compared to them that the cave I don't think is going to be a huge deal. Alright, we're back in String of Thorn, and as such we're going to do a couple of quests here. Number one, we're starting with Kozil's Key, which I think must be somewhere up here. These guys don't have it. I think the foreman Kozil does have it. Okay, cool. Well, easy enough. Let's get rolling then, and afterwards we're going to get the fuel regulator blueprints. So, start to invade that little platform here. After we're done with both, time for an Elder Crocodile and then Water Elementals. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Good. The geologists do have a bit of a fire shield. So they are a bit of a tougher nut to crack. Yeah, this will be a double pull. We're just going to nuke him down as fast as possible. Charnock is at 50%. I think we're going to be okay. Famous last words, I know. Charnock is getting nuked from the other side as well. So Foreman is here. I will fear him. Keep Charnock alive with a Hell's Funnel. And now go on to that Foreman. Line of sight. Didn't work as intended. He focuses on Charnock. I'll focus on life draining him. Yeah, that was close.
I need more mana.
Charnock down to 15%.
Not enough mana.
Let him get up, and I think we're going to do fuel regulators next. Whilst we're doing all of that, I'm still trying to find a group for a dungeon. It's typically how I do it, because elsewise it just takes too long to assemble the group. Good, we need to get into this house here. And got the blueprints. Fantastic. Good. Next up, we need that elder crocodile slain. And I know exactly how we can do that. We're going to go straight through here and find it. Unfortunately, our wand is also fire, and for someone who is fire immune, oh well, he's not fire immune, he just has a huge fire shield. It says immune. Good. Let me go there. Fast forward for you guys. Alright, we found our saltwater crocodile. 38 elite. Let's see how hard it hits.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging.
Should be pretty much okay.
I need to get closer.
He's tanking
That spell isn't ready yet.
until he lost aggro. We're continuing to chain fear it. Water is not a problem as long as you're not running into the trolls.
That's still recharging.
Keep the dots up. And I think we can take a couple of hits. That's okay. Wow, 555. And we got a skin on top of it. Alright, fantastic. Off to the next quest. Alright, and we're done with the quests here. Let's just teleport back for now and see what we need to do. I will leave Colonel Curzon up for a later time. Couldn't find a group right now. And I think we are just going to hand in a couple of quests here to see how far we can go. Currently 2/3 of a level, so that's not too bad with all of the quests that we did. The remaining ones are, well, up for snuff. Actually is not too bad. That we can combine with the
Well met, traveler.
pirate captains,
There's opportunity to be had.
water
here.
elementals,
Keep your
and
nose
goblin
clean in my town.
sponsorship. So yeah, up for snuff, that's good. The rest is Zanziel, and we already established that we wouldn't want to do that under leveled. Matter of fact, I would rather want to do that a little bit later when the time is right. And this here is the elite crocodile down.
Have a good one. Be good.
Nice little boots. Not too bad. I think we're done with the quests here. Got us all the way up to 75%. And that also raises the question, what are we going to do next? I think a very reasonable proposal is, since we do have a quest here for the bugs, well, not the bugs, the crawlers. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests there. Just get the flight path and do Swamp of Sorrows. So let's fly over and get this one going. Alright, here we are in the middle of the Swamp of Sorrows. Gotta get a couple of these crocodiles down. That's our first task. I got the flight point and got ready
Pass that yet. That's still recharging.
to deliver some ass kicking here in the Swamp of Sorrows. World buffs are soon going to run out. I think we still can do like that quest line up there. We don't need world buffs for it. Need to kill 10 of those spiders as well. Okay, we just need to kill everything here. And 10 swamp jaguars. Okay, well, that changes things a little bit. I thought it was just the crocodiles. It is not. It's essentially a little bit of everything.
I can't pass that yet.
Oh, wow.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Someone just PvP killed.
I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Well, not sure if that was accidental or not, but level 60 Makura is... that takes some courage.
My mana is low.
Good. I'll do one more kill, and then we're going to fast forward the rest.
It's too far away.
If the Void Walker is not available,
I'm out of range.
might as well
That
kill
spell
it
isn't
without
ready yet.
the Void Walker's help.
That's still recharging.
Just dot it up. And let it run around.
I need to get closer.
With enough space, that's a very efficient way of just killing enemies as well. Because you can damage them whilst they are in crowd control. I think in that regard it is more efficient than, say for instance, Polymorph, which would immediately break. But the running around pattern, that of course is a bit of a problem. Cool. So, I think the rest is fast forward for you guys, because there's not that much interesting happening. It's really just grinding this out. Alright, so guess who just ran across our path? It is Nobru, together with his little friends. So, how about we are sending in a Void Walker. This guy here will be crowd controlled.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass
No,
that
bro.
yet. That's still
Will be
recharging.
nuked down.
I can't pass that yet.
Good. Nice little ad control overall. Good. He should have his clutch it, which is a drop quest. They also have a plague, but what am I supposed to do? Good. Got a free quest out of this. Perfect. Essentially, the guy is worth whatever the quest is worth. I think 2,400 experience plus their normal experience. So definitely a valuable catch. Okay, so I think we're going to continue with getting down the wildlife. Most of the wildlife has been already slain. It's just a matter of getting more spiders, which are available to the north.
I'm still recharging. Not enough mana. I can't pass that yet.
Yeah, and once you start sacrificing yourself almost to 50%, you know that you need to take a small break. Cool. Fast forward until I'm done with the wildlife. Good. The last spider bit the dust. And for us, it is time to trade in the first quest here. Get a new one for the dark ones over here. I think the encroaching wildlife doesn't have a follow-up quest. Feels like a bit of a wasted opportunity. I really think that Swamp of Sorrows could have been a bit more as a zone, but it feels like very similar to the Badlands. These were zones that prior to release were kind of, yeah, just rushed to get done. And they weren't really populated with a lot of quests, which is unfortunate, specifically since one of the biggest criticisms that I would have with classic World of Warcraft is that there is a shortage of quests. Sounds crazy, but hear me out. You can't level to level 60 without needing to grind. So instead of that setup, I think more quests, albeit it would have been a bit more labor intense, more quests and specifically longer quest chains would have been interesting, which you could have done to even put that like across different areas, so that you could have included this here into longer quest chains. Anyways, it is what it is. You're simply not going to get a lot of quests in here. It's really just a sunken temple and a few other quests in and around it. I will trade in the other quest, and then we're going to start right here, where we are going to do the next two or slash remaining quests, and then it's maybe off to get these crawlers. Still a bit on the fence whether or not I want to do that, because not Terramus, the dragon, I forgot his name, it's not Terramus, that's Badlands, is roaming kind of here. You can nicely see all of the death around his roaming. But from time to time, he's also roaming alongside the coast, and I really don't want that to happen. The last caravan, I think, that's not a quest. That is here, right? Lost caravan. Alright, fast forward. I forgot, by the way, it is right here. That's where the... No, that's the Onego shard. Am I missing something? Yeah, Wizard's Reagents, it's up there. So yeah, there was a follow-up, and yes, it is right where we need it. Okay, so let's do a couple of quests all at the same time. So, first off, we need those crystals. Right there. Biggest problem with all of these quests here is there are just a lot of these lost ones around. But I do have an idea, which is move that through that road, kill everybody, and if you're fast enough, your escort quest afterwards will just be very easy because they are still dead. Let's hurry up. I'm not sure, maybe I'm putting a one take of this into the video, because this is effectively like a bit of a cave. It's very, very densely populated.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's better than that yet.
Good, while dots are ticking, might as well take the lost crate. Continuing to just go through here. Let's try to not trigger too many others. Okay, so that's a caster. Careful here.
I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Charnock is still the target of this guy. Luckily, Curse of Tongues is working very well. Good, 2 casters, and we managed to do that without any problem. Got a rare one. That is great. So this is where it becomes a bit more sketchy, eh? But just as it becomes more sketchy, we're being joined by a mage.
I can't pass that yet.
Let's get down that chieftain. What level is this mage? 43, okay. Nice DPS. Sharing our loot to a degree, but okay, it is what it is. Int, please.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
So, here we will get the wizard's stuff. Don't start it yet. Let's clear first. Clear the camp down there.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still
All right,
recharging.
named
That
one
spell
here.
isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging.
I don't like this place.
I need more mana.
Mage boogies out for no reason.
Not enough mana.
listen, the pet indeed pulled a lot of the aggro, unnecessarily so. I give him that.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
So, now we can start the quest. There we go. Fantastic. And whilst we're on that journey, might as well pick up our last crystal. And we're good to go. And thanks to me clearing that entire area, we don't even have to deal with anything. Would have been worse if we would have just let him run, because then they would have aggroed on him. And as you have seen, it's a lot of enemies. Alright, I'll fast forward because I think that this was the crux of the entire setup here. Alright, we are done with the escort quest, and as such, you can also trade in most of our quests here. Gotta be careful not to walk into Horde Explorers. I don't want to pull them because they PvP flag you. And that is one of the things that I really don't need right now, being PvP flagged.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good, next up we're delivering the crystals. I mentioned it in another playthrough, a little bit of another lost opportunity here, because the faction of these Draenors is actually quite interesting. There isn't really much that surrounds them, just a few quests. At least I'm not aware that you can do much more than that. Apparently they fight against the Lost Ones for whatever reason. Good, let me trade in. Cool. Crystals, trade in, done here. They like us a little bit more. And now it's down to the Lost Caravan. And I think other than the prismatic crawler legs, there isn't that much more to do in here. And I'll double check as and when I'm going to do that. Still a little bit skeptical with regards to the dragon. But then again, I do have unit scan and typically a good awareness, so I'm not easily surprised by those guys. Might as well do that quest. I've not done that. Maybe there is a chain afterwards. I know that the crawlers are not that easy to kill because they are deep within the water. And now we got driftwood, so there is a reason to go there. Now there is a reason to go there. But we're going to do that in between now and the next episode. I think it was enough for one episode. We had a good blast. Also things that happened, positively speaking. And next time we're going to do both of these quests, also trade in the lost supplies. And I think we're pretty much almost done then. Maybe you can do up the stuff. The Bloodsail Buccaneers not yet. I think that's pushing it a bit too much. We're almost level 42, so that's good. I still need Arati and the Frost Oil, because Blasted Lens will be next. Anyways, lots to do, guys. See you on the next episode. Bye bye.